Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my Peter subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about November 20th and November 26th for Donald Trump's New York State trial and what is to be expected. That would be kind of like the second part of the video. The first part, we're going to be talking about November 20th. I mentioned this date specifically a few times in my previous reading, so if you have not checked that out, go do so. I did drop that date, so I want to look a little bit more and kind of see what we are going to be expecting and what we need to expect in terms of energy-wise. Anyway, this video in particular is being made or recorded on November 18th at 11:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is when I am recording this video. It took me a little bit to kind of get an idea of what I wanted to cover for today because I had a whole bunch of information and I had a massive migraine. I just knew the migraine wasn't something that was physical or just a manifestation of something within me or surrounding me or whatever topic that I was doing. I ended up having pink Himalayan salt and doing like a meditation cleanse, and it's gone. It just disappeared. So good thing I didn't take any medicine for that. But anyway, besides the point, for those of you guys who have been commenting, I will be responding to you. Yesterday, I just took a little bit of a hiatus or a break from recording. I wanted to like just focus on Christmas decoration and stuff like that. So if you guys are feeling in a state of peace of mind or you need a break from everything, do things that are that bring you a sense of joy. Christmas and decorating bring me a sense of joy. I'm not religious, but I love the decorating and just the atmosphere and the joy and the happiness that come with it. So that also helped. Wearing the color pink or red is also a great color for grounding and also staying sane during this next couple of months during the Mercury retrogrades and all the retrogrades that we're going to be experiencing. There's a lot of changes coming in the United States and also worldwide, and even for us individually and personally. Go out with your friends, go out to eat and stuff like that. Just enjoy life. There's so much more to be coming towards you than things that are negative for you. Enjoy life as it is and as it comes. Don't dwell in what you can't control. Dwell on what you can control and try to create the happiest experience you can. So anyway, besides the point, one more thing. If you guys don't like and subscribe and hit the bell icon, let me know in the comment section below what you do think of today's video. If you have voted in the 2024 presidential election, don't forget to like this video and let me know if you did or did not vote. And also, one thing as well, this is optional, but a lot of you guys have been suggesting name changes because I kind of feel like the name for my YouTube channel is kind of like going through this process trying to find out its perfect name fit. I saw a lot of your comments and other videos where you guys said I'm an amazing storyteller, or thank you all for you guys, and also celestial, and I do everything within the earth and outside the earth, so it makes sense to kind of have some sort of celestial body within the name itself, but also storytelling. So if you guys want to come up or suggest some names to me for the YouTube channel, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be reading them all. I'll be responding to them all. I will get to you in a timely fashion. Anyway, I want to jump right into this because I'm sure you're not here waiting to see this interview or intro. So we're just going to start right in. Okay, this video is being recorded again November 18th at 11:54 a.m. Standard Time, and this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only as well. The people that we're talking about are public figures, and therefore everything here is all alleged and not legit. Okay, let's begin. Woo-hoo. Okay, so this is the card for November 20th. No. Okay. Is this the deck for November 20th? Okay, so they told me this deck in particular is the deck for November 20th. So we're going to be doing that. Actually, I just forgot something. I have a book, and I've been thinking about bringing this book for a while to do the reading with. And normally I never really get something to help aid it, but I feel like with this specific reading, I need it. So just hold on tight. I'll be right back. Just give me like less than a minute. Okay, thank you for waiting. Okay, so this is the 2000 Dreams Interpretive. I have a feeling that I needed this, and we're going to be using this today. This is my dictionary, my spiritual dictionary. Okay, let's do this. I apologize for the wait. All right. So, spiritual angel, tell me, in particular to November 20th, what is it that we need to know about November 20th? You pointed and hinted to that date in particular as a major date where things start shifting in one way or the other. Can you further emphasize this or be able to give us more information what you need to know about regarding November 20th or a couple days around that date? Tell me what I need to know. Damn, we're going up the stairs that fast. I'm out of breath. Whew. Want to talk about out of shape? I haven't exercised in so long. Kind of embarrassing, but you know, at least I'm being honest with myself. Oh, okay. So all these cards that I pulled the last time I read with this deck, I think, these are the deck cards that came up. Interesting. I'm being drawn to TV in this card here for the Eight of Swords. So let's see. We're gonna look this up. So basically, it works the same way as what's it called, like a regular dictionary. You just have to go by the first letter, then you have to go find the item or the thing that you're looking for. So what is T? Because T, television. So it starts with an E. Yes, I do not know my alphabet. If you have not been here long enough, I do not know my alphabets. Okay. Thanksgiving. Ooh, I got Thanksgiving here. Okay, so to dream of this festive fall holiday betoken good news and happy times. Interesting. I was drawn to that for like a second that I thought I was going through that. Okay, so telephone, telescope, television. Okay, this is it. The dream of watching a show on television and enjoying it suggests that your life is going in the right direction. If you don't like what you are watching, you are currently being influenced by other people who bear you ill will. That's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing breaking news on the TV. I'm seeing breaking news. And on that breaking news here, on this television, and I've seen this in my third eye here, it says breaking news, and then there's somebody who is ill who dies. Or, I'm also seeing as well there's an announcement of somebody being ill, or there's an announcement of sickness. There's something around this specific day that has to do with illness. It could also be mental illness as well. Okay, so I want to be this very carefully because the wording here is enough to strike the channel. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Look at this guy, look what he's doing, right? There's a possibility there is a cover-up. By saying this person so passed away by an illness, but really they did this, and they're gone because of something that is going to be leading them. There's something here that's going to be leading the investigators to him or to them, so to speak, and that they are going to take the easier way out. Is the word that I should have used. And I just feel like it also talking about sickness. I'm also just wondering if there is like shooting going on. And I wonder if this is like worldwide. Cause it feels like there's so much happening that there's gotta be worldwide. Like there's gotta be the energy worldwide. That doesn't mean that it takes place physically. It could be metaphorically speaking that this could be the energy or the ambiance on that day of how people are feeling. Because we have here 41 Pisces. This has been my card going upstream, right? Even though the what's it called, the difficulty of the water is going downhill, the ambition of the fish to go upstream is extremely strong, and that is in the past here. Now that has been my card for just keep on swimming, for the Democrats, both Biden and Vice President Harris. Right, that is what the Pisces card showed. There's also a very interesting thing as well. Let me see if the Pisces card showed up. Well, the Pisces name showed up in this book. Because I have a feeling there's a meaning here that we're not seeing that is underlying that needs to be more focused. Now, when I do read this, I'm just reading this based on my intuition here. I might be drawn to other words that might be not showing up physically in the deck or the card, but might be showing up in the book. And so that might give us a more of a deeper understanding about what it is that we're seeing. We have physician, physical therapy, picture, picnic, pile, pigeon, pigtail, pimple, eyes. I'm seeing pictal. Pictal, let's see. So pictal, to dream of pictal on a television or computer screen suggests that elements of your life are coming together for happiness and well-being. If any of the pixels are missing, however, you must discover what is missing from your waking life and try to fix it. Again, this is another one that talked about TV. That's interesting that that shows up in TV. Yeah, again, then I just flipped the page, and on the next one is plasma television. And plasma television, who dream of this type of TV, tells you that illusion and fantasy clouds your life. You need to get real and based in your truth. This person, oh my god, okay, so it feels like to me with that television and everything that's going on here, it feels like this person is in a fantasy world. Like they can't grasp or understand. I almost feel like this is mental illness that this is referring to. In terms of sickness, it has to do with the mental or the brain or the mind. It has to do with them not being able to see clearly or efficiently or be able to make decisions. I wonder if this is an announcement of dementia, Alzheimer's, something that has to do with the brain, maybe brain cancer. I don't really know, but I even got brain tumor. Um, this has to do with the brain in some capacity, something with the mental, the brain aspect here. But we have here underneath the eight of stories, which I would have gotten this reading and this message anyway, because underneath the eight of stories we have the eight justice card, and that is reversed. And the justice card with the story means mental clarity, and that is reversed, right? The lack of ability to make a proper judgment and make a proper what to call it, judgment of where you are and where you are. If that makes any sense. It basically says that, hey, listen, you don't have the mental capacity to do what is right or to know what's right from wrong. But that's what it's kind of indicating here. It feels like the stories are taking an easy way out because the investigators going upstream, and while they're going upstream, there's a mental illness going on because of the fantasy that they've been living in. And because of that, they're not able to think clearly, and they think that by taking themselves out, they're taking the easy way out, but that's not the case. They're not taking the easy way out because even if they escape the earthly plane, they will have to deal with the ramifications beyond the earthly plane. So we have here the Gemini card. And the Gemini card is the number 33. Yeah, 33 here. And I'm seeing the stars, but this is the moon card. And this is the red moon, the blood moon. The blood moon. Yeah, this is the blood moon here. And this is the Gemini card. And there's the naked woman who is darker in complexion to a whiter male who is lighter in complexion. So the fact that this is coming in here in the future card here, and we have the Eight of Swords with the reverse justice card, which is the major arcana, and then we have here in the investigation going upstream. I wonder if they feel like this, whoever this individual is, they know that the investigators are getting closer, and they have the ambition to get over that stream into common waters, which tells me that it's only a matter of time, that there's something going on here that happened on the full moon. And I talked about the full moon before. Let's see when the last blood moon was. When was the last blood moon? Okay, let's see. Interesting. So this is the last time we had a blood moon was November 8th, 2022. That was the midterm, around the midterm election. I talked about this before. That is the midterm election, something that goes on in the midterm that was pre-planned. Oh, this might have been the election and how to do it. That the midterms were almost a setup. There was some sort of setup here. When's the next? When is the next blood moon? The next one is on March 13th to the 14th. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, okay. And I said that March is going to be a very important month. So I wonder if, like, this investigation, this is what happened on November 20th, but you might not know about what they found until March. I wonder if that's what this is showing here. It's showing here that the investigators in the past are already getting closer and closer, and they're already investigating and going upstream, no matter how heavy the battle is. And this Eight of Swords is this guy knows that they're getting to him because they're going upstream towards him. And then you have the Justice card reverse. I think there's going to be something that happens in Mars that's related to that's going to happen in a couple of days. Let's see if we can pull more cards on that. Can you tell me more information? They told me to use the same deck here. Can you tell me more about what I need to know? What is happening on November 20th? We have the Knives of Coins here. There's a risk, but there's also a reward. There's a risk, but there's a reward. Then we have the Strength card reverse. The Strength reverse. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. I think this individual is going to do something to himself or to themselves, excuse me, and are not able to take this person to serve justice. But there's a risk, but there was a reward, and it paid off more than the risk. But that was in the past. The future, though, is saying that the Strength card is they'll get arrested if they were still alive. And I keep getting drawn to like something with the pedo ring, or like JE. I keep getting drawn to that. There's something involved in that. Maybe like a private island. Like let me see. Is there a private island that's involved in this? There's Oprah Winfrey. What's new? Okay. We have the 9 of coins here. And we have what's it called? All her awards and yeah, her awards. I guess the Grammys and whatever you call it. And then you have here one tree on the left side, which is this tree here. It has no fruit, but this tree is bearing fruit. And you have this woman in a gold dress, and I think this might be Oprah Winfrey with a wine glass here. And I'm getting drawn to the wine glass and oranges, so I'm gonna look that up. But in a second here, it's talking about Trump and the gold color. So this is talking about Donald Trump here. So this has to relate to Trump in some capacity. Again, this video is just all for alleged purposes only, and nothing I say in the reading is legit. Okay, so we have that 9 of coins here. And the 9 of coins here is telling me that there's something that is connected. So Trump is connected to one of these people. It's their capacity. Because it tells here that there was investigators going up the stream, right? So the high reward with mild risks, at least at the moment in which it took place, and he reaped what he sowed. But because he reaped what he sowed, there's some sort of mental illness going on here. Oh, November 20th has to do with Trump's mental capacity. I wonder if there's some sort of challenge here. This has to do with the election. Him winning. This took place around November 8th. I wonder when he announced when he was running. When did Trump announce he was running in 2022? Okay, so it says here, after a month of speculation, Trump announced his candidacy for president in November 15, 2022. A speech supported the Mar-a-Lago escape, Florida. His announcement received wide media coverage. And so that's very interesting. The fact that the 9 of coins here is telling me that in some capacity, when it comes to, what to call it? When it comes to his announcement, there's a high reward here. So there was a plan that was put in place, and he made the decision later on that he's going to run despite knowing his health. But I feel like he lived in a fantasy world. There was a fantasy here. And we have the Sun card reversed with the 8 of Swords upright. And we have the Sagittarius card, and that's the number 30, and that's reversed. That also has the Blood Moon. And this card also showed up in the reading too. The Sagittarius card, and it's reversed. And what is this month? The month of Sagittarius. And the month of, what's it called? Number 30. Now give me 1 second. My dad is calling me, so I'm just going to take that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So we have the Sagittarius card, and the Sagittarius card is reversed. And the fact that the Blood Moon is showing up here is telling me that it's alluring to March. There's alluring to March. There's something going on in March that has to relate to Donald Trump and some sort of risk that had a high reward to it, that he paid off in the moment in which it took place. So, and it has to do with his mental. I wonder if this has to do with planning. That the people around him might almost like essentially make themselves disappear and also attempt doing things so that they cannot be questioned because they don't exist in this earthly plane anymore. It's almost like kamikaze, the word that I would use. That's what it kind of feels like, in in a sense. We are going to look for the word vino, not wine. I had a feeling that vino might be the proper word in here that we can use. So let's go for the letter V. Now I never tried this before in any of my readings. This is a new card, a new book, excuse me, that I got. So I was like, oh, let me just see if maybe I can guess something here. I don't know. You guys, let me know what you guys think. I'm very interested to see how this will play in. I know today is more of like a mellow day, like there's not a lot going on, at least in terms of energy wise. So I feel more at peace, more calmness. So I wonder if that is playing a role as well. So we have Vine, Video, Victory, Virgo. Come on, please. We have Baka, Voices, Viper. Doesn't look like to me that they have Vino, which is wine. This is the wine word here. Okay. I heard the word veal, but I was being drawn to veil, even though I read it incorrectly. So I'll read it to you. The dream that you wear a veil suggests that you will not be perfectly sincere with your lover and you will be forced to use stratagem to retain him or her. So basically like restrictions or almost like handcuffs or something that restricts somebody from being able to leave you, essentially. If you see others wearing veils, you will be maligned and defamed by people you thought were your friends. An old or torn veil warns you that a web of deceit is being thrown around you with sinister design. To dream of seeing a bridal veil foretells that you will make a successful change in immediate future, with much happiness occurring to your position. For a young woman to dream that she wears a bridal veil indicates that she will engage in an affair that will afford her lasting profit and enjoyment. We talked about the high risk, high reward in an affair, right? If it gets loose or any accident befall it, she will be burdened with the sadness and pain. We talk about that's going to be the after effects. To throw a veil aside indicates a separation or disgrace. To see mourning veiled in your dream signifies distress and trouble and embarrassment in business. The veil here is telling me that there is something here, and I specifically feel more drawn to the beginning part of this message or meaning. The dream that you wear a veil suggests that you will not be perfectly sincere with your lover, and you will be forced to use stratagem to retain him or her, almost like restriction of some type. If you see others wearing veil, you'll be maligned and defamed by people who you thought were friends. That is telling me here with the orange thing with the wine is telling me that what happened to these people that were involved in whatever it is that Trump was doing, they will be defamed. That their legacy, their who they are, will be ruined. I just wonder why people are doing that. Like they know like who Donald Trump is. This is not a shocker, but yet they're willing to throw everything they work so hard for them, for themselves. Like why are they doing that? Like what making them throw everything away? You know, that's the part that boggles me. Like it doesn't make any sense. But I am feeling something with a ring. There's some sort of ring here. And that's why the veil also shows up. Because I said it before earlier in the video that I just kept seeing Jeffy E. That there's some sort of ring. Now, I'm not saying I have to do directly with little children, but it could just be alluring to the idea of a ring, a connection, a big group of people connecting together to do something. We have here Aquarius, this is the age of Aquarius, right? And we have that blood moon again. The blood moon is showing up for November 20th. The blood moon. And this time, this is the guy who's watering the lotus flower. Lotus flower. And we have the Cancer card reversed, which is 36. And that's the moon card. The Aquarius card, though, is all about women, but also about Democrats here. It almost feels like to me he's dumping the votes out. But then with these flowers, when you dump the votes out, something blooms in its replacement. It almost feels like there's some sort of stabilization or some sort of realignment happening. Is what it feels like. It feels like to me that even when you got rid of the foes, it feels like there's an alignment going on here. Interesting. And we have the Cancer card. There's something that's hidden right now. Like I said, it's hidden, but it has to do with the United States of America. Does it affect the United States and American people in general? Like there's some sort of affection. It has to affect the people directly. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we have the Emperor's card reversed. This is women. This is Melania Trump. We have here followed by the Five of Coins reversed. Homelessness, not having a stable place to live. But I talked about stability in this reading. And I wonder if there's some sort of lack of stability within the United States and the American people and the populace. And then we have here the Chariot card. And who is right in full front and center? Tulsi Gabbard, then Elizabeth Warren, and Bernie Sanders. Right? But look at that darkness. Look at that cloud coming in. And the horses are running. They're literally running. This is wheat. Wheat. I'm seeing like here, this is the mouth. This is the mouth here, almost like a Phoenix flytrap mouth or some sort of animal mouth, and they're gonna eat Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. But then you see her outside of that mouth, and she's gonna be protected in some capacity. There's something here going on with Tulsi Gabbard that make her appear as if she's with the people, but she's really not. And this is a dark cloud that's coming in. That's why it's reversed. It hasn't come in yet. I wonder if there's going to be a dark cloud of energy moving towards the United States and over the United States. So maybe we might need to cover that in a video. What is this dark cloud? Because we have here, we have the Emperor's card, and the Emperor's card for Melania Trump, but this is not really referring to Melania Trump in this aspect. It's referring to Ivanka Trump or Ivana Trump. It's one or the other. But I'm seeing more of his daughter, Ivanka. And we have her here like she's contemplating something. I wonder if she's going to betray Trump. I wonder if she's gonna betray Trump. If we haven't, I said it before. I had gotten her. She cooperates with investigators, so she might actually give in to Trump again. If we have here, we have the Five of Coins reverse. I don't think she's gonna get as damaged as the rest of her family. She might get a lighter sentence. She might get lighter punishment. But there's some sort of agreement here with Ivanka Trump. And we have the Chariot card here. It has to do with the presidency and Russian involvement. Because Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian hack. She's always been Russia. What's the bottom of the deck? We have here, we have the Eight of Cups. This card keeps showing up in every reading so far. The industries. This is like top level. This is planned. This was planned in advance to create some sort of dynamic. And it feels like to me that what really going on now is that allegedly Trump is involved in something that has to do with his mental capacity, mental state, and that this was planned right after the November 2022 election. The midterms were a test drive for how and what to fix for the 2024 presidential election, is what it appears to be. Then there's a high risk and a high reward, but the reward pays off more than the risk. But that is only short term because the risk will have a long term risk. Really, is what it's saying. And so it also tells me here that there is also a ring. There's a web of people who are connected, and that Ivana Trump, Ivanka Trump. I don't know why she keeps coming in, but Ivanka Trump is going to somewhat have some sort of connection to this. And I'm gonna have to read on Ivana as well, because for some reason I keep getting her in this reading, will tell me that she has to play a role in this ring, in some capacity. So she knows something, and I think if I'm correct, she's the one who died. I don't really know. I don't really follow his wives. He has so many, but yeah. I'm also hearing Saudi prince. So Donald Trump is what the guys are telling me. He's comparable to a Saudi prince. He has many wives. He has a lot of richness, but a lot of corruption. So in some capacity, Trump is a Saudi prince. So I wonder if he is related to some country or is working towards some country in Saudi Arabia, or maybe in the Middle East, somewhere in there. I mean, it would not be surprising to coming up through for Israel. it would not be surprising if that was the Middle Eastern country that he was working with. Um, but I feel like a lot of information was kind of slow at the start to get the information, but I feel like it was kind of informative. It was more a calmer tone, which I think we really needed at this point in time. Now, the next question that we're going to ask is regarding Donald Trump criminal trial with 34 felony convictions and what's happening on November 26th. Will he go to jail or will he be sentenced? In the past, when I've done this reading many times, I got that he does not go to jail because something prevents him from going to jail. But, this time there might be a loophole because things have changed. The energy has shifted. So let's see if there's a way for them to do it. I don't know how they're going to do it or if they're going to, like what the proper procedures. I really don't know. We're going to find out now, I guess. I know he can't pardon himself, but those of you guys who are saying, oh, he could pardon himself, he can't because this is a state crime and a state investigation rather than a federal investigation, so therefore he cannot pardon himself. Okay, so Spears saying, so tell me about November 26th for Donald Trump. Will Donald Trump go to jail, or what will be the result of the sentencing? Let's go there. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. Final outcome card for Donald Trump. What's it called? What's happening on November 26th for Donald Trump in terms of his sentencing for the 34 felony convictions? What is she coming through the reading? For some reason, Tulsi Gabbard's here again. This has to do with national security breach. We have this Queen of Wands here, and the Queen of Wands here is that lady who is the one who created Harry Potter, right? But I'm seeing the word happy instead, and this is reversed, and this is writing something down, right? This woman writing something down, and she's giving me Egyptian around the neck, like this necklace is giving Egyptian gold, Egyptian. Something with the pyramids. There's something going on here. I wonder if the pyramid scheme, like how I said that there was a ring on November 20th. I wonder if the investigators are finding something that connects him directly. That there's some sort of well, obviously that's a ring around her neck, but it has to do with Egypt. And I wonder why it has to do with Egypt. What is going on in Egypt that is there? So let's see if we can get a reading here. But I'm hearing the word dead. So let me see if I could get the word dead here to show up in the reading. Well, see if I can get a more of a deeper understanding. I'm hearing the word dead, like when they honor the dead. So let's see what that could mean here. Okay, dead off it. E. This odyssey, this inflection, disembarment, the connection, disaster, director, diner, diplomat, duplication, digital clock, diarrhea, devil, diagnosis, death, give me that, where is that? Why did it take so long? This is why I don't read books, okay, it takes forever. Okay, we have dead, but I'm hearing the word death. Okay, here it is, right underneath that. Oopsie. Alright, so we have here, to dream of your own death means the release of worries. To dream of someone else's death often foretells a new birth. See corpse, dead, ghost, and phantom. Dead, to dream of the dead means rebirth and new beginning. That makes sense. There's a rebirth of something, a new path forward. There's something that changes for him, which is true. We've been getting that for a while, that he is not likely to become the president. So something happened during his sentencing that shifted the timeline. So I guess for us, the best way to gauge whether he's going to be president or not is to kind of look closely at what's happening on November 26th for him. But we have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords are people coming in and trying to create havoc or dynamic or trying to threaten or, imitate or even, militia in some capacity to bring forth the specific agenda that they are looking for. That is what this card is telling me here. Underneath the Harry Potter card, We have the military. There's a Nine of Swords here, reverse. Nine of Swords here, reverse. It has to do with mental. Mental. It has to do with the brain again, but it's reverse. The Second Amendment brain. Second Amendment brain. Second Amendment brain. Has to do with his gut. There's something going on with his gut. There's something going on with his gut here. That he knows something, but he's not revealing something. I think the outcome is already predetermined. Because we have the Queen of Swords. This has to do with Russia. This honesty, this loyalty to the United States. It feels like something's going to get released alongside the conviction. Because underneath the bottom of the deck here, we have the Pisces card. It has to do with, again, investigations. It has to do with the ring. I'm telling you, there's something here that's on the 20th or taking place on the 20th that has to do in connection with Donald Trump felony conviction. I wonder if they're going to try to, and I know this is an idea here. This is just an idea. I wonder if they are going to put forth evidence in the courtroom and say, hey, listen, you're going to go through with this court case, but here are all other information that we got for other things that he committed. Can you make a determination whether or not he's guilty on these evidence as well? I wonder if they're going to try to pin him on multiple different issues to try to get him to stay out of office by saying these are all his felony counts, these are all the crimes that he committed, even if it's not related to 34 felony counts. If there are possible, you could hold multiple court cases in one day, or even like a full week. I wonder if there's some sort of reveal here. So we have here the King of Cups reverse. The King of Cups is calm, smooth water. Right? We talked about this person, what's it called? Like the World card coming in with for the industry, a group of people on that red table talking and discussing plans and ideas. The King of Cups comes in as reverse. And normally the King of Cups in the normal right away tower deck is very calm, just sitting down. It's the fighting card. It's reverse here. What's telling me this card is not telling me about fighting, but it has to do with the Dominion voting. It has to do with the voting ballot, the voting booth, in some capacity. So I wonder if they're going to use the court case as a distraction for a way to them. Oh, there's a raid possibly. There's a raid possibly because it feels like to me that Donald Trump needs to leave his office in order to show up in the court, and therefore it leaves his home vulnerable to a potential raid. We have the High Priestess card here. The High Priestess card was his number 2. And that shows up as well for the Happy card. So they're going upstream and they find the High Priestess. They find something. I wonder if they're going to find a body. There's something here. Because remember, I stopped seeing as someone gets rid of themselves because they know too much. Or they were forced to get rid of themselves because they know too much. We have the High Priestess card. There's some sort of body connected to this. And it has to do with the election judgment. Judgment. I have to read on Ivana Trump tomorrow. So we have the judgment card here, and that's reverse. That's the ballot. I'm telling you, there's just something going on. This individual who they knew too much. They had to get rid of it, but the body showed up. Remember, there's a high reward. The high reward was winning the presidency without getting caught. A band of a risk is getting caught after. That's what the risk is. We have the 6 of coins here. And I even said this before. Trump is going to set up for himself to lose because this was a setup. The 2020 election was a setup for the Democrats, and they won it, but there was a setup. Right? We have the 6 of coins here reversed, and then we have here the 4 of wands. It has to do with women. There's a woman here. I'm seeing red. Red. I'm wearing red. Which is the grounding card. It has to do with the root chakra. It has to do with the genitalia. I know it's a very, very weird connotation or connection to make, but really, when you look at the chakras and the group of the chakras, when you look at the root chakra in particular, it is the color red, and the color red indicates groundness, sexuality of one individual, right? So let's see. Gotta go for the color red. Let's see if that shows up here. I don't know if they do colors in this deck or in this. Yeah, perfect. Red, to dream of this color or any article that stands out because it is red, indicates great passion and sensitivity in your emotional relationship. There's high sensitivity, there's emotional connection. So this is a person who was connected to Donald Trump in some capacity, was in an emotional relationship. And I also talk about the root chakra, which also is a sexual relationship, something that has to do with the sexuality of everybody and every individual. This has to do with some sort of connection to that. So and I said that there was a body that was going to be shown up or washed up. And this is the three of coins here. And the fact that this shows up again, this is the same guy, right? So this is funny. This is an interesting story because we have the six of coins, right? We have this male who is asking for money from this woman, and this is the military guy, right? With the dog. He's in the background, that's reverse, right? But then the next one, right after the four wands reverse, which is protest. There is this guy, the same guy who got money from that woman who's walking away. He's giving the money to the military. So it almost feels like there's a spy. There's a spy here that this individual, this guy in gray, it's a spy who got information from this woman, walked away and gave it to a government official who's looking and appear as if he's not investigating something. I wonder if the 34 felony count is a distraction for Donald Trump. It's a distraction for the American people, but more so for Donald Trump, is to get him thinking, oh, I got away with that. The only thing I have to worry about now is the 34 felony conviction. This is a way to distract him. So we have the fire card here, which is the 26, right? So there's a lot of energy and movement. He thinks he put out the fire, right? But the loving card say quite not so fast, right? You might think you got away with it in the court, but you did not. And we have the High Priestess card, the Three of Wands here. Again, what happens here with the body is going to revisit and show up again. And it shows up in the artwork, the Three of Wands. So, in some capacity, what we can establish here is that there was a spy, that there is some sort of body that this individual from November 20th that we talked about is somewhat related and tied to this. There's a ring. There is some sort of ring. There are web people who are connected in this. That has to do with the body showing up of that individual who was connected, who might have been tied directly to Donald Trump, who might have had an emotional or physical or sexual affair with him, to the point that they know too much about a specific topic relating into regard to the election and the plans that go and take place. It feels like this is a cover up, and the setup was essentially to give false illusion to Donald Trump that they're not investigating, but in retrospect, they are investigating. But they're using spies as a means to gather information and intel. And then we have here the Eight of Cups here. Interesting. This card shows up again. We have the Taurus card on the left. We have Tulsi Gabbard in the center, and we have some random dude on the right side here, what looks like Biden to me. Then we have the Ten of Swords being painted, and then we have here the eclipse and the dark moon. Right? It actually looks more like a red moon. So the red moon and the eclipse. Well, really, that's a solar eclipse, right? What does that end up resulting? Because the fact is we have the Three of Wands here showing up, right? Then this is the Eight of Coins, which shows up again. It's telling the story. It's telling a bigger story because this has to do with Taurus, right? The meaning of what it means to be. I'm seeing bull, so it has to do with bull. The bull. Going into the White House. That's what it's like, a bull running into China's shop is what it feels like. Just running it head on, like destroying the status quo. This was 2016. This was supposed to be 2024, but also supposed to be 2020. It was set up for Democrats by the Russians to put forth an image or an idea so that Donald Trump can get reelected and sworn back in by creating chaos for the Democrats here to make it appear as if they were in control and that they caused these problems. In retrospect, it was the guy who was going to be inaugurated. But in the end, it leads to a ton of stories here, which is betrayal, backstab, possibly even an attempt or adapt. And then we have here the next painting going to be the solar eclipse alongside the red blood moon. But also this is telling me Russia as well. So that is the card that I'm getting. Let me see if I can get what the eclipse means. We have the E card here. I want to see if I can just get the last meaning here. Oh, perfect. So, to dream of an eclipse of the sun denotes temporary failure in business and other affairs, as well as disturbances in family. An eclipse of the moon foretells contagious disease or death. Well, that pretty much summed up the entire reading of today. We talked about all those issues. We talked about family, the services in the family. We talked about Ivana Trump or even Ivanka Trump coming through. We also talked about death. We also talked about illness and disease. We also talked about failure in business or the 34 felony convictions account. We also talked about an affair. So there's a whole bunch of things coming in as well that I find to be very interesting. Let me see if I can find solar. Let me see if I can find the word solar because I feel like that would give us a little bit more information and then we're going to end today's video because I feel like this is actually pretty good information. I feel like we got to where we need to be right now. So if you guys are liking this video, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And don't forget to share this video with other people to get the word out as well. So let me know what you guys think of this video, because I think this is a little bit different. But if, I don't know. I just want to get your opinion on that. Scholarship school t-shirt. Let's see. Scholarship screwdriver, scripture, seahorse seal. Seance, seashells, seatbelt, second hand. I keep getting drawn to second hand. To watch the second hand on a clock implies that a problem you have been mulling over will not be solved solely by you. You should seek another opinion. I'm seeing serpent. The dream of the serpent is indicative of an upcoming disappointment. I have a feeling that they're not going to favor Trump. They're going to go against Trump, is what it feels like. It feels like he's a cheap. Because if you look here, the card before we have cheap. The dream of the cheering tree predicts that a season of profitable enterprises will shower down upon you. If you dream of flock of sheep, there will be much rejoicing and you prosper. To see them looking scraggly and sick means that you'll be thrown into despair by the miscarriage of some plan that you promised which returns. Dealing with rich people in order to give them tax returns. Shepherd. The dream of shepherd watching their flock pretend, bound crop and pleasant relation to the farmer and also much enjoyment and profit to others. You see, shepherd idol foretells sickness and bereavement. I feel like Trump is going to be sick. There's something going on here with his health that is going downhill around this point. Around November 20th, it's going to be more pronounced on, for his hearing. I have a feeling that it's just not good. I don't see the solar sign here. We're on letter H, and I see no zero. Oh, no O, excuse me. There is probably not going to be here, but we'll take a look. Yeah, no. I'm on O and P. They don't have it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I love you. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is a little bit different of a video, so it's not normally what I normally do. I normally do the storyline. But I wanted to see because I felt like I had information from that book that needed to be told in this video. But anyway, I love you guys. Have a good day. I'll see you guys soon.